Stay informed with Weather Center all day today and every day.
In the next half hour, Weather Center, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, Weather Center continues with highway and air travel conditions. Then the weekend outlook. And at 50 after, Storm Watch. But right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
The threat of flash flooding and severe weather accompany storms moving across the eastern U.S. this Sunday afternoon. Welcome to Weather Center. I'm Mike Bono.
And I'm Lisa Moser. We're looking at flooding problems across the mid-Atlantic as well as severe thunderstorms and a few tornadoes. Let's immediately go to a watch area. We are looking at the Carolinas at this hour. We have a severe thunderstorm warning area. We're also looking at the current watch area for possible tornadoes. It does extend across the extreme eastern area of Virginia. It does include Norfolk, Virginia, also much of central North Carolina under this tornado watch. It does include Charlotte, North Carolina. It includes Raleigh, also the Greensboro vicinity up under this watch for possible tornadoes. And also you'll notice that the watch has been extended a little further to the south this past hour, and it does include Columbia, South Carolina. So if you're doing some traveling in and around this vicinity, you have to be on the lookout for thunderstorms that could be accompanied by some tornadoes. Let's take a look now. I want to point out to you the Charlotte, North Carolina vicinity, because earlier we saw this line here, this line right here. We saw it right about here towards the Gastonia area. Things looking a little bit better for folks in Gastonia. However, it is moving across the metro area of Charlotte now, so watch out Monroe. You'll have to be on the lookout. Also Concord, okay? These thunderstorms right across here, they do have a severe history. A tornado warning is in effect for Cabarrus County, for Rowan County, and also we still have a tornado warning that is in effect for about 5 more minutes here, Mecklenburg County. But again, this is the line right here that has been associated with some tornadic activity. And also you'll notice here, just to the northwest of the Greensboro vicinity, these thunderstorm cells here looking kind of nasty. It is likely that these two could possibly be associated with some tornadic activity. I don't have a warning for that, but it would not surprise me to see some type of rotation in and around the cloud cover here. We could possibly see that vortex pull out. So we'll be watching in that area, and we hope that you will be also. We'll put this into motion. Well, I'll get it back for you. Let me also go down a little bit further to the south, still associated with the same frontal boundary pushing through the Carolinas. This frontal boundary hasn't had as many thunderstorms to it to the south, but notice that we have a lot of heavy rain, okay? This is going to be pulling in, and so if you're doing any type of traveling around Gainesville, it's just beginning to pick up. This will continue to pick up. We're going to look for a very wet evening as we head into the evening hours across North Florida. Very, very wet. You'll also notice that from Chattanooga up towards Bristol, up around the Knoxville, Tennessee area, the rain has begun to clear out over much of eastern Tennessee, but we've had 3 to 5 inches of rain in this area in the past 24 hours alone. So please, if you're doing some traveling in this vicinity, be on the lookout for some flooding problems. Many flood warnings have been posted for the eastern part of Tennessee. Looking out towards the metro areas of Philadelphia, New York, even down towards Washington, brace yourselves. Heavier rain showers beginning to move in, and also a very persistent rain shield will be in place for much of the Pennsylvania area. Overnight tonight, it does look like we will see the showers linger in this vicinity, and that's going to mean prolonged rain coming down. It'll slow you down. Just brace yourself for it. Prepare for it as best you can. Looking at some of the estimates on the precipitation, this is just for this morning and early afternoon. Again, this is an area, eastern Tennessee, that experienced 3 to 5 inches of rainfall yesterday, and look, we're adding another inch or so today. So yes, flooding is a problem in the eastern parts of Tennessee and the western part of the Carolina area. You'll also notice from the Atlanta metro area down in and around the Mobile, Alabama, very, very wet here too, looking at the estimated precipitation on the Doppler. The big picture, just briefly want to point out, we have this frontal boundary, warm front riding up along the Norfolk, Virginia border area, and you'll notice the low pressure area trying to track to the northeast, another low closer to the Gulf of Mexico, the frontal boundary, an old one, but continues to give us new problems at this hour. Mike?
Okay, well, not too much active weather in the western United States. A little snow in the mountains, light snow, but a little bit more active in the upper Midwest as we go to our map and notice that low pressure is beginning to dip on down, kind of like an Alberta clipper usually does. But it's not winter. It's kind of crazy because we got a winter-like low moving out of the Gulf of Mexico the last couple of days, too. It's got some chilly weather and rain and even some big thunderstorms that have come on through parts of the upper Midwest. As we see a little further west, we don't have too much to worry about, with some high pressure over most of the west. As we put it all on into motion, we'll notice that rain clipping out through Detroit and Cleveland, but this is the area we're looking at. Now, this has really blossomed in the last hour or 2 or 3. Some lines of thunderstorms. Carroll County, Iowa had a severe warning earlier. McLeod County in Minnesota now, just west of Minneapolis, has a severe thunderstorm warning. And you can see everything spiraling toward that upper level low, which is a cold system coming on very slowly through the United States. Interstate 29, rain, possibly some small hail to be had out of some of these storms. Interstate 90 south of Huron towards Sioux Falls. And McLeod County right about here getting some signatures of severe weather on radar. So watch out for hail, maybe a gusty wind or two. East of Sioux Falls and even Sioux City in Iowa, some thunderstorms coming up on Storm Lake, Iowa right now. Des Moines, stormy. And the storms, again, west of Minneapolis coming into McLeod County could be the strongest that we have on the map. Further west, we have low pressure and a frontal system that's moving on through, very weak. Some showers, not too much in that variety, moving on through that area. But
Second, stay informed with Weather Center all day today and every day.
In the next half hour, Weather Center, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, Weather